For you to have a good relationship with your client is you have to be a CEO of your own role, no matter how big or how small your responsibilities are.
Basically a group of friends and family that we work online together, and that is the biggest thing. I get so excited to wake up every day.
If you're a business owner that would want to hire someone, I highly recommend that you go through an outsourcing firm.
Hi, it's Podetti here, founder of Outsourcing Angel, and in today's episode, I chatted with a Facebook ads virtual assistant who has been working with our client for over 3 years. Fiona Clementi is going to share with you everything you need to know about hiring and working with a Facebook ads virtual assistant. Now, if you're an agency looking for a Facebook ads experienced staff, you're looking for ways to hire the best VA and how to retain them after you've invested in training with them, then watch to the end as we share valuable insights into the world of virtual assistants.
Thank you so much for being here with me, Fiona.
It's my pleasure.
We actually have physically met in person as well.
Yeah.
You've been to Sydney. Well, first of all, tell me, what was your experience like coming to Sydney? Someone from Philippines. Was that your first time in Australia, right?
Yes, it was 3 months in working with YSV, working with Outsourcing Angel. I was then invited by Kim Barrett and our general manager, Christy Smith, to come to Australia to celebrate Christmas with them. So it was, I think it was around November that I came to Australia. And then I met the whole team there, and it was such a surreal and it was such a wonderful experience for me because it was my first time coming to Australia. And it was my first time meeting everyone and your social voice, my client. And it was an amazing experience because they were very accommodating. They were very warm, considering that it was my first time meeting them. And I was only their virtual assistant for only 3 months. So
That's
yeah.
amazing. Now,
Yes.
let's talk about your client in particular, because he actually specializes in Facebook ads, right? And so, because this obviously in today's topic, we're going to share with people how a VA can help with Facebook ads. But let's learn more about your own client and what do they do, because it will give people an idea on the things that you could do for them.
So your social voice is the generation digital marketing agency and digital marketing and advertising agency based in Perth. So we help clients all around the world, specifically in Australia, United States. We have clients from Singapore and the UK. So we help them get leads and that will later translate into sales. So we help industries in fitness or coaching industry, and we have F&B clients. Aside from done for you clients, we also do coaching. The whole crew does masterminds and workshops for people who would want to learn more about creating their own campaigns or managing their own strategies, working on their own business strategies and systems. So we help on that as well.
So tell me more about Facebook ads. So like you were hired to help them with their Facebook ad agency. And so everything they do is Facebook ads. So let's run through some of the example of tasks that you have helped them with.
So I start my mornings with checking the ad accounts for our done for you clients. So I flag campaigns that don't reach their targeted KPIs. I check and report which campaigns need attention. And then my day-to-day tasks include Facebook ads setup and optimization. Other than Facebook ads, I also do the setup of marketing automations and integrations for the campaigns that we're carrying out for done for you clients. So more than the Facebook ads, I also do set up for other tools like, for example, CRMs. I do integrations from Facebook ads to their CRMs and to other platforms that needs to be integrated for us to have a smooth sailing campaign. I also do messenger bots for some of our clients that would need messenger bot setup and management. For YSB, I also do some writing because around 2 years ago, in one of my performance reviews with them, I expressed my wanting to improve my skills on writing. So they gave me some writing responsibilities, like specifically, I do write the podcast marketing emails, promotions for YSB that we send out to our database on a weekly basis.
And how do you work with their local, because I know they have a local team of how many, but a fair bit of local team, and then you are from overseas, and so how do they integrate working with someone like yourself with their local team?
Every morning we have morning huddles wherein we discuss the tasks, projects that have to be finished on that specific day or have to be finished for that specific working week. So we do morning huddles, and then we use a tool, monday.com, wherein we task everyone their responsibilities for that specific day or for that specific week. Of course, communication is always required for my work, especially that I work thousands of miles away from them. So communication is really important. We have workplace chat. That's the main communication channel for the internals. And for our clients, we use Slack as well for communicating with clients.
And do you liaise directly with the clients, or you only work with the internal team and managers?
I do. If, for example, if a client asks about something that I would know the answer of, or that the internal team would think I'm the expert of, they would let me reply, or they would let me resolve that specific issue and then get back to the client for the answer. So I do communicate with clients as well.
Awesome. And like, what got you interested in Facebook ads in the first place? Like, what's about Facebook ads that you love? Because when I first tried to learn Facebook ads, I was like, oh my God, like I don't get this. It's just too much for my brain. But what do you like about Facebook ads?
What I like most about Facebook ads is that the learning never stops. I find it very challenging. And I love how I should always bring out my A game, because I'm also part of the team that always bring their A game. So I always have to learn all the strategies and all the new updates, and Facebook algorithms frequently change. So you have to be constantly updated with everything. And it's very rewarding when you see your Facebook ads translate into actual sales, actual purchases for the clients, or if you fill up their seminars and workshop, it's really rewarding to help those businesses scale up and grow.
Yeah, I love that. And that's what I love about VAs at 𝗙𝗧. Like, I feel like you guys just take on a client's business like your own. You really, truly care. Where did you learn that from, and what makes you think in that way?
I once read in an article that for you to have a good relationship with your client is you have to be a CEO of your own role, no matter how big or how small your responsibilities are. So I think what you really just have to do is to take the initiative and don't be afraid to get on tasks that you don't know about. Because what I know now, I knew because I stepped up and I asked for other responsibilities. I asked for the things that I wanted to learn. That's how you establish the good relationship, no matter how big the distance is. Or it doesn't matter if you don't go to the same office as theirs. But if you treat your role as your own, and if you be the CEO of your own role, of your own responsibilities, then that will be a good start, and that will lead to so much more opportunities and avenues for you.
How long have you been with your current client now?
I've been with them for more than 3 years now.
Amazing. And so what would you say is the reason why it's been successful for your relationship? Because at the end of the day, I see it's like a relationship between you and them, as well as a relationship between you and us as well. Like, what has kept this relationship on fire?
At first, communication was something that I had to work on when I started with YSB, because I'm an introvert and I'm a self-confessed socially awkward person. So it's really hard for me to warm up to people easily, especially that I haven't seen my clients ever. But then I was so thankful when the YSB team invited me to Australia and to come meet them. And then it really helped me a lot to warm up to the entire team. And then the rapport for us. And eventually the team constantly allows me to be part of their family. Like, they always ask me how I am. And then it was really nice for them to reach out to me every single time, not just only for work-related things. And then I eventually learned to get back to acknowledgement and recognition to be part of the team. So the key is just constantly communicate as much as you could, and don't be afraid to let them know your thoughts are or what's bothering you, or don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that would build great relationship between you and the client.
Love it. And so if someone is thinking about hiring a Facebook ads virtual assistant, do you have any tips for them to what to look out for? Any advice around being able to hire the right person?
I don't think there's really a formula. I don't think there's really a skill set that you need to look for exactly for Facebook ads virtual assistant. But for someone to be good at Facebook ads is that he or she has to want to learn every day. He or she has to take up on the challenge. He or she has to love facing new challenges in his or her career. So with Facebook ads, they're really only constant thing in advertising or Facebook ads. The only constant thing is change. If you want to hire a Facebook ads assistant, it has to be someone who will embrace change and is willing to adapt to every change that happens every single time.
Amazing. You've been a freelancer before prior to working with us. And
Yes.
what would you say the difference is for a client wanting to hire a VA directly versus hiring through a company like ours?
It's my first time working under an outsourcing firm. And I think the main difference from when I was working as a freelancer and now that I'm working under an outsourcing firm is the support that I have been getting from Outsourcing Angel. So if you're a business owner that would want to hire someone, I highly recommend that you go through an outsourcing firm because they would help you identify your needs for a VA, and they will eventually match you with the perfect virtual assistant for your needs. It removes the difficulty of having to hire your own virtual assistant and having the stress to go through all the hiring process and all the profiling that you need to do against when you use an outsourcing firm wherein you will be given the utmost support and admin assistance for that.
Yeah, and I love it that you are so engaged with all our activities that we do every month. And we're basically a group of friends and family that we work online together. And I think that is the biggest thing that I get so excited to wake up every day, in that I get to wake up with my groups of friends and it's a community feel. And if clients do hire a VA on their own, most of the time VAs are on their own, right? And they kind of feel a bit isolated. So, but thank you so much. You gave us so much tips around your Facebook ads. So I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to share my experiences and share my knowledge in Facebook ads.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like help to hire a VA like Fiona for your business, I would love to invite you to book a free discovery call with us. We can help answer all the questions you have about VAs and help you determine what task a VA can help you with. Now, see you again in the next video.